Bear with me here. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Take two. Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across the planet, around the world. My name is Gregg Prescott from In5D.com, and you're tuned into another Spirit Chat. Yay! Right now, I'm trying to get everything going up on YouTube. We're almost there. So bear with me as we get everything going there as well. Got some Oracle cards as always. I drew some tarot cards. If you guys have any Oracle cards or tarot cards that you would like to use as well, feel free to jump on in. I'm going to be posting the link into the Zoom chat room or the YouTube chat room momentarily. And we'll get rolling here ASAP. There's the link here. Copy. Oh my gosh. What did I do? It's been crazy the last couple of days. The energies have been really strange, and we're going to be talking about that, about the Schumann Resonance, what's been going on there and what's going on here, with everything that's involved. So a couple more seconds and we'll get rocking. There we go. Okay, so there. Okay, we're good. I don't know where to begin, but let's start where we feel familiar. Let's go with, this time we're going to start out with the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. And today's Goddess Guidance Oracle card is Dana, High Priestess, which is interesting because I did a tarot reading for my ex-wife this morning. Her first four cards were major arcana. One of them was the High Priestess. I also did some readings for a couple of mine, a couple of friends of mine out at the beach today, Jason and Bonnie. And it's funny, the last time I did a reading for Jason, he got the Devil card. The time before that, he got the Devil card. So I kept joking that he was Satan, even though the Devil card is really nothing. There's really not a bad card in the tarot deck. I would just tease him that he was Satan. So today I did a reading for him, and he managed to evade the Devil card. And then he's like, oh, give Bonnie one, his girlfriend. He said, give Bonnie one. I go, okay, I will. So I did. And her last card was the Devil. So so he kind of got the last laugh. But like I said, there's no real bad card in there. It's just, it could be temptation. The devil maybe do it, or, maybe somebody is coming in from a different angle from the outside and trying to interfere, that kind of thing. Anyway, so getting back to my story, yeah, she also had the High Priestess as well. And that's what our card here is. So I'm seeing a theme of High Priestess going on. So this is Dana, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. And your wisdom extends back into the far reaches of ancient times. You've brought this knowledge forward into your present incarnation to be a way shower so that others may benefit from your experiences. Don't delay in expressing this wisdom. I will assist you in manifesting platforms for your spiritual teaching, whether it's through teaching by example or through writing or speaking. All forms of teaching are equally valuable, no matter how many lives you touch. The first thing that comes to mind to me with that is anyone that's watching right now, no matter what platform you have, what you're using, just keep doing what you're doing. It's making a difference. I don't care if you have a YouTube channel and one follower. That one follower, you're making a difference in that person's life. Okay? You have a website, you're posting articles in groups or whatever, people are seeing them. And yeah, we are all getting shadow banned. But we're all in this together too. And what I was thinking about doing, that reminds me, um, remember back in like the 1990s, early 2000s, and if you were on the computer and you visited a website, you would see people that would have links on their web page. It would just be links to whatever. And I think we need to get back to doing something like that again, having links to other web pages that vibe with us, And there's a number of web pages I would like to reach out to see if they want to do that, and just give each other like a 728 by 90 banner, and just advertise for each other and send our traffic everywhere. And I know there's probably a lot of people that would love to jump on it, at least through In5D. Why not? Because I already have the traffic, and I can help you guys get traffic as well. So that's something I'm talking about doing, and I'll probably get that up and going here within the month. There's a lot on my plate right now. I want to give a quick shout out though to everybody that's joining us in the YouTube chat room. I see Andrea is there, poetically mistaken, melodies. Allie's there. Hi, Allie. Crypnosis, Joe Horgan, and everyone that's watching. We got 40 people there right now, and a bunch of family here as well. So let's keep moving. Our next card is from the Spirit Messages, right, from John Holland. And this card is Choices. Okay. So when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. There's a lot of people that maybe that's the one thing that scares them the most, themselves, right? Going within. Who is this person inside? Do I really want to know? I do, and many of you do, but I think that a lot of the normies perhaps don't, and that could be scary. I've mentioned this before. Most people will live their lives pretending to be what society expects them to be, never knowing who they truly were, and they'll go to their graves like that, never knowing who they truly were. You guys all have a pretty good idea of who you are and why you're here, but we are not like most people. So let's I got some more cards here. This is a really beautiful deck. Let me see if I have the box for it. Yeah. This is the Tarot of Dreams deck by Ciro Marchetti. The artwork is just stunning on these cards. Ellie will often use the Grand Lux cards also. And it's by the same person with the same artwork. The artwork is just spectacular. And speak of the devil. That's what we have right here. We have the devil card coming up. So what's going on with the devil? Is someone acting devilish? Is there temptation going on? Well, what I'm personally seeing, is that there are attacks. People are getting attacked right now. So make sure that your spiritual guard is up, that you protect yourself, and everything should be okay. We also have the Lovers. So once again, this could be happening to couples. Couples may be getting attacked. The devil is doing something out there, right? So stand strong. You're stronger than this. You're more than that, right? So stay together. You'll work through it. And lastly, we have the Six of Cups. So, what do we see here? We see, what looks like, and check out the artwork on all these cards. It's just beautiful, right? But we see like childlike energy in this, revisiting the past, innocence, joy. What this is telling me, though, this is like the inner child. Make sure that, especially in conjunction with these cards, make sure that you make time, that you allow that inner child to come out to play. All right, because that's one thing that, if it weren't for my daughter Brittany, I think my inner child might have been grounded unintentionally. But yeah, she brought that out. She did so many things for me, and it was such a blessing. I know being a parent isn't for everyone. You probably hate hearing me, go on about my daughter, but if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here right now. So I'm very grateful. And she's the one that showed me that side of myself that I haven't seen since I was a kid. She brought out the other half of me, that divine feminine side of myself, that brought me more balance, which, being triple Libra, I needed more of. But she also showed me that inner child that a lot of us tend to forget about or leave behind. Oh, it's time to be an adult. It's sometimes I don't want to be adulting. I want the inner child to come out. And fortunately, Allie helps bring that out in me as well. So I'm very grateful for that. Oh, I didn't even check this, but we're going to take a peek into it. So it's the Everyday Witchcraft, 366 days to witchify your life. We're going to go to May 4th, see what's going on that. Okay, so each day there's like different little things in there. This is our reading for May 4th. This is a book by Deborah Blake. She's a high priestess, Wiccan high priestess in upstate New York, whom I bought these cards from, the tarot deck that I've used many times in the past year as well. So just a wonderful lady. She works at this Artisans Guild in upstate New York, and you can just go in there and talk to her. Just wonderful, wonderful person. Anyway, so May 4th, what forms of love are in my life? On Beltane, I wrote about how I felt that the holiday celebrated love in all its forms, not just sexual or romantic love, although I'm a fan of those as well, of course. There is the love for family, the love of a parent for a child, love of friends and companion animals, platonic love, as well as love of community and country, plus, of course, the love of deity, spirit, and nature. So it says, try this. Reflect on all the forms of love in your life. How many ways does it show up in your life? And what do you do to nurture and encourage it? Even if you can't always have love in all the specific forms you desire, there are always ways to give and receive love. What can you do to increase the amount of love in your life? Here's an idea. Nothing. That's what I did, and I wasn't looking for it, and it happened. So yeah, and there's Allie. She yeah. So sometimes doing nothing is when you're least expecting it, right? When you're not looking and least expecting it, bam, there it is. So on that note, I'm going to open up the chat room. You're all unmuted. Let the party begin. What are you guys doing?
My dog.
I'm gonna go get my water. Talk amongst yourselves.
Hello, folks.
Hi.
Oh my. I think we need to mute someone.
And then it gets quiet.
I'm having a hard time muting that. hope everything's okay there.
That's kind of scary, huh?
Yeah.
Swearing is, yeah, and yelling loud voices. Trigger. Trigger!
Oh, Stephanie, you have your new shirt on.
Oh, not yet. This is my second shirt.
Okay.
But
Well,
this is my favorite one.
that's relatively new. That's still, I remember, because I did the dark, bold colors, and then I did like the pastel of those, like that one. That
Yeah.
It's just such a softer kind of, yeah. I
And
love the energy on that.
yes, this actually, I feel softer when I'm wearing it.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like, it's really hard to get me wound up. Although loud swearing will do it.
Right.
But it's all right. I have my crystals. It's cool. Yeah. So life's good.
I keep hitting mute on it. There we go. Finally.
And then I have a stripe one coming like you have on. That's my
Yes.
next one.
Awesome. Yay. Yay.
I would have bought more, but I'm having a consultation, a reading with Allie. So
Awesome. Yeah.
yes, I'm excited.
Allie is in the YouTube chat room right now, so she's excited and looking forward to it as well. She's already done a number of readings with a lot of our In5D followers here, and as you guys know, I know she's amazing because what she does is she uses her intuition and psychic abilities on top of her 30 years knowledge of tarot. So you're gonna love it. You'll dig it.
It's just
Unfortunately,
like
go ahead.
she downloads. It's like she just she looks at the card, gets an image, and then she just downloads all this stuff that nobody could ever know.
Yeah. Well, she, bless her soul, because she's like me. We're both workaholics. I mean, she my perfect half, right? And she mirrors me in so many different ways, but she's such a workaholic. And what happened was she went through and she did the tarot readings for the week, and they all came out like this. It was all muffled, and you heard this like a sound in the background that was overpowering her voice. So she wasn't able to do the tarot card for the week readings this week. So, she feels horrible about that. But trust me, she did a lot of work just to get that to that point of uploading them all and then realizing the sound wasn't right on them. So chances are they won't be coming out this week, but I think she deserves a free pass for as hard as she works and for all she gives away. She does do a lot of free readings and, gets a free pass.
She's got a huge heart and just gives and gives and gives of herself. And I did see that. I mean, it was like there was a fan right next to, but I'm glad that we could have this opportunity to discuss it because there's another YouTube channel. The closer he gets to truth, they mess with his sound. They literally can go to each different device that he's recording on, and they'll turn the sound up, or they'll put crackling over it, and this has been going on for years with him.
Well, that's what I think this card is showing us is the interference that's going on. And that there is some people and groups that are being attacked because we are putting the truth out there. And some people don't like that, Look at, for example, David Icke, how he got kicked off of YouTube completely for speaking his truth, Oh, that reminds me too. I did want to go show the Schumann Resonance. Let me bounce over to that real quick. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Seeing how I put that in the title, I think let's go check that out. So, as I mentioned the last time we had a spirit chat, we had an incoming coronal mass ejection, and to look out for a whiteout. And that's what happened over the weekend. We had, a slight one here on Saturday, and then Sunday, bam, it just, boom, there it was yesterday. And we did hit 91 on the Schumann amplitude chart. So yeah, if you were feeling, of sorts or any additional different energies, in the last 24 hours, you may have been feeling that. This is what we're looking at currently right now. So we made it through that. But you're seeing lots of pulsing going on here. We're also seeing these Morse code lines going on at the 16 and 24 hertz levels. Here's our resonant frequency right here of 7.83. So we're seeing lots of activity going on here. Also, I want to just tell you guys too, there's the possibility of another CME coming in. I don't think it's as direct as this one, but we may see another whiteout coming here with the Schumann Resonance. Just real quick too, let's just go here. I want to remind you guys to join us on Patreon, because we, for as little as 111, you get alerted here on any new videos that we have, like tonight's. This was the first place I posted the update for our spirit chat tonight. So you can get notified for as little as $1.11. And as you guys know, all of us are getting horribly shadow banned. So any help is greatly appreciated. For $5.55, you get all that listed on the wall of gratitude, just like at 111. But you also get ad-free articles, and coming up this Wednesday, in 2 days, the Insiders Club private chat, first Wednesday of every month. And that is just us privately. This is not televised on Zoom. So just us on our private chat there. And for 1111, you get all that, mid-month energy report, afterthoughts, so on and so forth. There's all sorts of different levels you can check out. Any help is greatly appreciated. Also, you can help support this channel through In5D.net. And you can see like some of the, I just did these. These came out amazingly well too. These are the ice dye, and Gary just bought one, Gary Hall. And that's went out today, so you should be getting that in a few days. Yeah, these ice dyes are just stunning, especially when you zoom in on them. So that was a new one. That's something I only made one of each size. So as you can see, there is no large that Gary bought, but there is still a small, a medium, an extra large, and a 2XL, and maybe I'll make more of those as well. So moving on, I want to tell you guys about this. Comet Swan is now visible. Could be the best in years, they're talking about. So if you guys are comet watching, there is a comet that's out there that you might want to check into. Also, I was at the beach today, and they lifted the restrictions here in Siesta Key, but apparently in Miami, Florida, the other side, the other coast, South Point Park closes after nearly 8,000 break face mask and distant rules. You know, I'm just tired of this. I'm very proud of the people in California. There's 2 counties that said screw you to the state, and they said screw you. We're gonna just do our own thing. We are lifting all restrictions, and we're gonna go to the beach, and we're gonna do what we want to do. And I think that's great, because the government's gone too far on this, in my opinion. Oh, one last thing I do want to show you, and I'll go right back to the chat room. This is interesting. So for those of you who watch the sky, write these dates down. I'll post this. I put this on my Twitter, but I didn't put this on my Facebook yet. So I'll put it on Facebook as well. So not to be missed events in May. So May 4th, right now, that's going on today, starting the Aquarids meteor shower. So if you go outside, you might see 30+ meteors per hour. How about that? On May 7th, we have the last supermoon of 2020. It's called a milk moon on May 7th, right? Then May 12th, we have the close approach of the moon, Jupiter, and Saturn. So you'll see them right near each other in the sky. And then they're talking about Comet Swan right here, visible to the naked eye, most visible by May 27th. So just some interesting stuff, astrologically speaking. Once again, you guys are all open up again. If you guys have any oracle cards, or if there's anything you guys would like to talk about, feel free to jump right in.
Ready, I'll jump.
Attaboy, Phil.
I'm a climber, I'm a jumper.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, so on the Schumann resonance, I'm gonna say that I thought I saw a graph that actually showed that kind of pattern. It was in the orange range, and I don't know. It's been a while, and I haven't been able to find it since. But man, I looked at that and I thought, damn, that's the Morse code right there. So I thought I'd found the actual graph, but I can't locate it again, so I don't know.
Were you here the other day when Diana played? There's apparently some software or something that
Oh
can
yeah,
put
yeah, I
that,
heard that. Yeah.
yeah, put it into music. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, right. I mean, so I had heard that if you take the Schumann resonance, that it sounded more like birds, and I heard several birds in that recording that you had. So,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
so that tells me the birds are in tune, baby.
Right. Right. They're giving us codes, right? Or
That's right.
messages.
That's right. They're
Yeah.
giving us codes.
Yeah.
And then I did want to talk about. There's a video that I watched recently. It was on awakening to our truths, awakening our truths. I
Okay.
believe the name of the channel.
Hmm.
And she was interviewing this guy, and he did a really good expose on the CDC and Gucci and Wuhan and the whole schmear there. Some university back in North, South or North Carolina. Uh, and he actually, I'm gonna have, I was gonna look that up and actually post that in my video today. So I just wanted to put that out there. Because he's got it, he's cited the laws and everything. And he's got it. It sounded like he had a pretty damn good case. The CDC has been has filed a damn patent on the coronavirus and
Really?
the kit to test for it. So they're the only ones that can legally have a test for any of the coronavirus strains. Though that's illegal because you're not supposed to have a patent on a biological entity. I don't know. Maybe there's a thing with the virus that gets it out of that entity state. I could see that from a scientific standpoint, but I'm not sure how the law reads. So, but yeah, I thought he had a pretty good case for it being that they're playing a game here with it.
I'm
That's
with
all.
you on that.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say. They're playing a game with it.
Yep. A lot of people are getting.
And actually this draconian lockdown is illegal. They can't. They're not basing this on any sound medical evidence that either the distancing nor that the masks will actually protect you from anything. And somebody did a damn meme on Facebook where they made the analogy we were running around without pants, you know. Well, it's not quite the same analogy. I mean, that doesn't work for me. We have laws against you running around without your damn pants on. I understand that. We have never had a law about having to wear a goddamn mask to be out in public. And excuse me, the only good that does, a mask would do, is if you've got the cold, yeah, then you wear the mask so you're not spraying your shit all over everybody else. But you can do that. You can sneeze into your sleeve, into your elbow. There's ways that you can do it so that you're not polluting other people. So it's
I
just
feel
a bit
badly
of,
for the people with seasonal allergies that just happen to have to sneeze or sniffle or cough.
oh, well, yeah. I mean, everybody sneezes once in a while.
Sure.
You get dust up in your nose and it happens. I don't know. you know, I grew up in a different generation. I mean, we were told to go out and make mud pies and eat the damn things. You know, our immune systems were built to take anything. I mean,
Oh yeah. I had my daughter trained. I would tell her if you didn't get dirty, she would answer, you didn't have fun. That's what my motto was for her for growing up. Get dirty. You want them to, like you said, build up those antibodies in your system, to build up your immune system.
Right. Well, I mean, it's just giving your, it's just like any part of your body. If you don't exercise it, you lose it. This is why we have to have our appendix removed, is because we don't use it anymore. You know.
Yeah.
Plus, when we were kids.
Yeah, I mean, we used to be like dogs. We'd eat anything.
Mud pies. Yeah.
When we were kids, you know, if one friend got chicken pox, everybody went and spent the night there, or the measles, or whatever. We all had it like all at once. Our parents intentionally exposed us to it, so we would develop the immunity.
You got to say that correctly, though. When we were kids.
Sorry. Back in my day, you whippersnapper.
There you go. When I was a kid. Looks like James is on his way to rob a bank.
Yeah, man. Look, you know, I agree with Phil, man. I just left Albuquerque. I'm heading 2.5 hours back home, man. And I agree. Like, the whole mask thing and just all of it is fucking stupid. I just went to Walmart to get a home security system. And, you know, I'm wondering, they can't get masks or toilet paper or any of this stuff, but somehow they have these pre-made, please keep your social distance 6 feet signs for the floor for all the Walmarts.
I know.
Like,
I know.
Like
how long have they?
Bam! Oh, we were ready for this. Bill Gates told us about this shit coming. We're ready. But you know,
hey, just out of curiosity. Out of curiosity, are you going to a bank right now?
No, but dude, if it's the apocalypse, I'm Mad Maxing out, man. I'm gonna have fun with it. In fact, you know what? They say it's never gonna be the same from now on. Everywhere I go, I'm going with a mask like this. I go to the bank to get money or deposit money, I'm going in like this. Safety first, man. Gotta be safe.
They're gonna freak out. The tellers are gonna freak out if everyone comes in wearing those masks.
Yeah, with big bulky jackets with lumps in them. and bags to carry the money.
Crazy.
Yeah, they'll have us not wearing masks pretty soon.
Yeah. Quick shout out to Crypnosis 369. Thank you for the super chat. Crypnosis says, thanks for showing the light. Thanks for reflecting it and showing it yourself. Appreciate that.
Now, if I can say something about masks, I went today to Kroger in Pekin, Illinois, and I just, you know, I'm not for the mask thing because I get claustrophobic. I have really bad anxiety when I go into the store, but having something on my face just made me feel like I was in a box. Like I felt like I was having a panic attack just walking through the store. And when I'm breathing through my little piece of material, you know, my glasses fog up and I can't breathe and I'm getting lightheaded and I'm like, is this are they purposely making us wear masks so you know that you will get sick because you're that energy or that you're recycling that air within your own frame and you're not even having clean air circulating through your body. So when you're walking through the store, you're going to get, loss of oxygen to your brain. So I already have issues with epilepsy. So I think it's really hard for a lot of people who have anxiety and PTSD and claustrophobia having to wear masks. They told me I got yelled at because I didn't put it on right away when I walked in the store because I'm claustrophobic as shit. I can't stand close to people anyways, but I feel their energy. But it's like, you know, like I saw a meme, but when this all started, you know, if a fart can go through a pair of jeans, just imagine what can go through a piece of cloth on your face.
Yeah, but if you hold the lighter up to the cloth on your face, it's not going to explode.
And you know, I saw a study. You know, they
Sorry.
I had to go, yes, I went there. Yes, I went there. Yeah.
I do want to speak to what Desiree was saying, though, man, because we shouldn't be wearing those masks any more than when we're in the store or going up to the store. If we're gonna do it, I'm not doing it. You know, to hell with them. You know, I'll just be polite and do my thing. But you need to, if you're wearing the mask, you need to take that sucker off as soon as you get outside and take some deep breaths, because you've been depriving your body of a good flow of oxygen. I'm telling you.
My mother made a mask for me and she sent it. And I talked to my parents today and she's like, have you worn it yet? I go, nope. Sorry. Nope. I don't know. To me, it's like, you know, wearing the badge of I'm gullible. I'll follow the flock. You know, that's not me.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the grocery store and they made me put a mask on, you know. So they were like, well, you can't come in here without it. And then they gave me one. And I was like, because I was going to just put my, you know, cloth over my mouth or something.
How do you get your hair to do that?
Way it goes.
That's great hair, man.
I'll be honest, I saw your hair. And then, you know, it's just that Palladian starseed, you know, feel that you got from that, man. And I just vibe with it. So yeah, I think your hair looks way better than my hair.
No, you got a lot more of it than I do. I used to have hair that thick. Now it's just like thinning out, but fuck it. You know, it is what it is. Still long enough to grow. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I started growing my hair out once my daughter had a vaccine injury. She lost all her hair. So, you know, we decided to grow it out for her until her hair comes back.
Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, that's great. How old is she?
She's 6.
Okay. Yeah, mine turns 26 this year, but I don't know. Tell me if I'm crazy. But my daughter had me wrapped around her little pinky. Did yours do that to you?
Well, did you pray for yours too? Because I prayed for it and I got everything I ever dreamed and wished and much, much, much more. So yeah, I mean, I asked for it. So
she was conceived on my 33rd birthday, so that was a pretty special number. You know?
wow.
Yeah. So yeah, she, you know, like I've always said this, if it wasn't for her, none of us would be here right now. This wouldn't exist. Yeah. You know, I give her a lot of credit for all this stuff. So yeah.
Well, that's what they're here to do, right? Teach us.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, definitely. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I was talking to my ex-wife about this. She needed some guidance this morning. So I did some card readings for her and we're talking about our daughter. And, you know, I think my daughter, she's done everything she needed to do. Like I said, if it wasn't for her, she's, in my opinion, responsible for In5D helping, you know, millions of people more so than I am. Because if it wasn't for her, this wouldn't be. So she's already done her life purpose. Whatever it was she needed to do, she's already done it. From this point forward, all she really needs to do is experience life, enjoy. Although I'm sure she has more things.
I think that's what we all need to do, right?
At this point, yeah, pretty much.
I mean, not pretty much. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. I mean, I don't know if you've watched the David Icke stuff and
Yeah, I watched that whole
and this group, right? And I came on a while ago and talked about some of the stuff I was working on, and we talked about unfailing love, and you know, the idea for all of us to live in our own bliss, love our authentic selves, share it with each other, and then show kindness to each other, both to ourselves and to others. So then we all love our divine true selves and we all grow together in a symbiotic relationship. And we can do that all together. And the cool part is we've, you know, that also started the love bomb we were talking about. So we did these mass meditations, you know, with David Wilcox and stuff like that in the Schumann Resonance. And it pretty much proves how the love bomb is done. You know, all we have to do is come together and meditate on love and raise that vibration together, raise that light consciousness, and then the love bomb will be existing here on Earth. You know, that vibration will be raised, and all the negative energies and all the past things that have happened will no longer exist and no longer matter, because, you know, we're all vibrating in a higher, you know, future together.
Well said. Yeah, I agree. You know, we're all making that difference. And, you know, whether it's on individual or group basis, especially in those group meditations, you know, those are really quite powerful. Definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have to make it a group meditation. We can make it a daily situation. I mean, you know, as we all, you know, are doing it, we can be consciously thinking about what we do. And I think this group does that anyway, right? But more and more of us are coming to that realization that we have to do that little bit of light work every day. You know, we have to put in the work, put in the meditation, put out that love, right? Because if you don't put the energy into it, it won't exist.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Stephanie, I saw you holding up that book, Everything You Need to Know by David Icke. Have you finished? Did you read that? The entire thing?
I surely did.
Yeah.
And I will lend it to anybody who wants to. Look at how big this thing is.
It's huge.
I read this whole thing. See, because like, okay, I drank my brain away and I'm almost 13 years sober. It took me 10 years to be able to read again. So the fact that I read this whole book is a testament to the restorative powers of your higher self when you give yourself a chance.
And you read it all in one night.
Yeah, right. No, it took me a month, but I did. Yeah. And,
remember that Evelyn Wood speed reading thing?
Yeah,
remember that?
That never worked for me.
Yeah.
I have too many mind pictures going, you know, it's
Right.
like a movie theater in there. But yeah, this is an awesome book. This is an awesome read.
Ah, nice.
So-
Nice. Man, that's huge.
It really is. It's like, okay, so what's something normal size? I don't drink soda, right? Or, well, I don't know. It's just, it's big. It weighs at least 2 pounds. Do you want to borrow it? I'll send it to you.
When would I have the time to read that?
I don't know. Maybe you could put it under your pillow as you sleep.
Oh, yeah, like Edgar Cayce. Absorb it? Yeah.
Absorb it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's the way I'd
fantastic.
have to read it.
Just connect to your divine consciousness, you know, download it.
Right?
Yeah.
If it were so easy, you know?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, really, it is that easy. You just start you ask your, I want to dream on this before you go to sleep, and then you have a book or a notepad and a pen by your bed, and when you get up in the morning, write down whatever comes to your mind. And there you go. You have your answer.
Mm. So I'm digging the artwork on these cards. These
Oh, that's beautiful.
just every card is just so amazing. Let
What
me
deck is that?
let me go like this. It's called the Tarot of Dreams,
Oh,
and
that's
it just gives the most beautiful artwork. Anything that's done by, hang on, let me see. I just had the, oh, here it is. Ciro Marchetti. Anything that's done by this dude is just always the best art. And you know, the next one I'll probably get the Grand Lux tarot cards as well, because they're equally as stunning and beautiful as these, but just the artwork on these is just spectacular. So Des, do you have any cards for us? Oracle cards? Any tarot cards? Yeah.
Yeah, let me grab them. My daughter's blaring music. Jeez. Imagine if she's 16 years old, not 5.
Right.
I don't know how you guys went through the child stages. Man, this is hard being a single parent going through this. Can't take them to the park. You can't take them anywhere. You know, you have to make them wear a mask. Man, she gets more anxiety than I do going through a store with this crap.
Dragonfly. I got
You
the
can teach.
dragonfly. Pull the dragonfly.
Okay. All right.
It says
Hang on, Phil.
transcendence, rebirth, mental agility, spiritual clarity, joy, adaptability, creativity, dance, and light magic. The shadow is defensive, secretive, sexually aggressive, a sexual aggression. So, yeah, I didn't know that about the dragonfly. I mean, dragonfly though, that's usually pretty good. If it's a positive symbol, I'm gonna say spirit animal.
I always thought they also stood for transformation too.
Yeah, it's transformity is one of the.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, so transformative, joy, creativeness, yeah, creativity.
That dragon theme that we seem to have as well, right? I wonder if dragonflies actually, like back during prehistoric times, if they were like really huge and they breathed fire.
Well, there was a time when dragons were walked and flew the skies. I mean, so many mythologies on that it's got to have some truth in it.
Where I went to
I don't know
college.
what the heck that was.
Right.
And most of the dragons now are of a 6th to 9th dimension. So, I mean, they've been around for a long time. The Emerald Dragon was around, 4 billion years ago for the creation of Earth. So, I don't know whether the dragon has always been an ethereal form or thought form or Igor that we deal with or what Jung would call an archetype, or whether they're an actual being. I'm kind of torn on that one.
Where I went to college, it was Oneonta State. It's a state university in upstate New York, but the college name was the Red Dragons. Yeah, this was our little mascot, apparently. The Oneonta State Red Dragons. So yeah, I'm very familiar with the dragon energy, apparently. Matter of fact, speaking of which, I remember we had our gym and in our high school, which was Oneonta Yellow Jackets, but our high school gym is named after one of the old gym coaches, Draco, which, right? Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I keep having this theme of Draco, dragons in upstate New York. Wonder if that's why I constantly go back to upstate New York in my dreams. I don't know. Interesting, though. A lot of people do have some kind of connection to dragons. And, a lot of people think, oh, well, the Alpha Draconians, they're evil. Well, not all dragons are bad either. So.
Well,
definitely. No. Yeah, she wants to jump in. But go ahead, Phil.
But, no, I'll save it.
Oh, one of my spirit guides is a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And she's so awesome. She's so fucking awesome. She not only breathes fire, she breathes love. She literally breathes like, I see it in cartoon form, but like these little hearts towards me when she's running up, just like a little puppy, But then when we go to the underworld, she's like walking, just ready. She's awesome. Right. My favorite. Well, okay, none of you are my favorite, but I really like her a lot.
So it sounds like she's like a lot of us, just about most of us that are here are galactic warriors. We stand up for the vibration of truth, love, and light. We will fight for that. Mm-hmm. And as redundant as that sounds, we will, because that's what we do. We help others who aren't strong enough to help themselves, but that's what we do. But we stand and live in that vibration of truth, love, and light. And most of the time we're very peaceful, and anything we do is always in that vibration anyway. So yeah, I have a feeling that that's similar to what you experience with your dragon.
Yes.
It's-
Yeah.
yeah,
That's very, very well said. I
Yeah.
get excited.
that's good. Phil, you were saying.
Right. So the Draco Reptilian Nemesis. This is just a thought Igor that the negative, let's call it the dark cabal, whatever you want to call it there, have created as a fear form, right? So they've learned how to siphon or lose or energy off of us when we're in that lower vibration. You know, they can take that other. So you're down like 10 or something like that, really low when you're in fear. And as the other gentleman was talking about the love bomb, love is like at 500 or above.
500.
That's really where we want to be for our vibration. So all of this, pretty much anything that's negative, it's either negative contrast by the law of one, you know, to help you see what you don't want or to learn a lesson, or and yeah, I mean, they're harvesting our fear to create this draconian thing, and they're trying to slam the dragons, because most of the dragons by now are in the angelic realm. This is what slays me. I mean, this is the whole thing that the our adversary does is they take every positive symbol that we have and flip it over and make it bad.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
none of us
absolutely
do.
do. It's part of the magic. It's absolutely part of the magic.
Yeah.
So I've actually thought about that with the love bomb and with the situation. We need to flip all of those negative things back down to the positive. So, you know, I found where the nuclear the nuclear bomb was harvested, right? Like that place has got beautiful energy because they didn't know what they were harvesting it for. Like I want to reverse that energy and turn it positive. Like there's so many places like voids where we can use their same tricks and flip this real fast. I really think it could change so quick.
Michael, you remind me of Andy Monk. The way you talk, it's funny.
You know, it's like that the Baphomet statue, you know, where he's got the hand in the air and one pointing down, you know, the horns coming out. I honestly don't feel that was a really bad, originally that wasn't a really bad symbol, but it was co-opted by the Satanists, because all it is as above, so below. That's what's harmful about that, you know. And the whole, you know, representation of Baphomet is more along the zodiac signs than anything else. It's not really a satanic deity, but it is the truth. It's a universe. Excuse me. It's a universal truth. As above, so below. What goes on up there happens down there. So within, so without, so within as well. You know, it's, you can't really argue that there's no argument within that statement, but it was co-opted, like what Phil's saying. There's a lot of signs and things that have been co-opted and turned into something that is just not what we think it is, but you know, for nefarious reasons.
I mean, think of most of our bills, right? Like Patriot Act, you know, I mean, the reverse names, right? For whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. 1984. We're in it now.
Yeah.
It's happening. That's what bugs me. That's right. Yeah, I'm pushing the light. I'm pushing the light. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
Okay, we'll get to Des here in 1 second. I just want to give a quick shout out to Aaron Martinez. Thank you for the super chat. And he's here. Aaron saying, thanks for the shirts. Thank you, Aaron. I guess you just got them. I know I sent them out recently. Kid sizes would be awesome. Somebody else mentioned that about kid sizes. We'll see what I can do. All right. Appreciate that though. Thank you, Aaron. Des, you got some cards for us.
Yes, I do, and it goes along with the situations everybody's talking about.
Of course.
So this is funny. Horus is actually coming up right now. Horus. So you are seeing the situation accurately. So most of you know who Horus is. Yeah, I don't know. Go look for him. So most of you know who he is. If you don't, I'll recite it here for you. Horus is an Egyptian falcon-headed sky and a sun god whose parents were Osiris and Isis. He was conceived after his mother brought his father back from the dead. With the help of the sun god Ra, one of Horus's eyes was injured during the battle of revenge for his father's death. This is why Horus is represented with one large and clear-seeing eye. You can call upon Horus for help with spiritual and physical sight, including insight into the truth about situations. So whatever you're thinking right now, whatever situation that we're all going through, we're basically seeing this situation correctly. Horus is coming through with his all-seeing eye and saying, you know, here's my eye, go ahead and use it as a looking glass. You know, everything that you guys are talking about, you're seeing this image correctly as is. And if you're not, he's always there for you to call on to him, and he's always there to help you whenever you need help seeing things correctly for as they are, the truth, the light, and the love that he sheds upon every situation. So think of that as a third eye, if you would. You know, your third eye is opening up finally. You know, the sheep are not baaing anymore. So, we're all awakening. Thank you. I always need those. So you are seeing the situation accurately. So call into Horus at this moment for help. That was a deck by Doreen Virtue and his Ascended Masters. I'm gonna jump to Kim Dreyer, Angel Inspiration deck. Wait, give me a minute. This one's honor life cycles. I'm on a call. Wait. And this one is Ophaniel, Angel of the Moon. So you know we have a full moon coming up here soon. I don't know what phase or what is this moon in?
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of energy there. And there is a butterfly, as you can see the full moon here, and she has a butterfly right there she's releasing. So, and she's transforming at this time. So, let's see who Ophaniel means. Yes, give me a minute, baby. So yeah, this one means life cycles. Honor the Earth cycles at this moment. I know we're going through a pivotal moment with spring, you know, and we're falling backwards into winter here in Illinois, and we're having a lot of issues with going back. So, but this is telling us to honor the energies that are going on at this moment, especially with the Schumann Resonance. Meditate, start grounding, and realizing that you are a transforming butterfly, you know, transforming from a beautiful caterpillar to a butterfly in this instant, you know, and then see as the situation accurately within your own point of view. What to you do you need to heal upon yourself to help you transform into a better being for yourself, to help other people transform in such a way, to make a stance. Give me a minute, I got one more card. Okay, and that brings us to this other card. And when you guys were talking about dragons, the green and pink dragon came out. So, and this one is set your boundaries, or respect your boundaries. And when you were talking about Gregg, about 33, the number 33, this is the number 33 card.
I was just looking at that number.
What is this one?
It made me sit up straight.
Others will not respect your emotional boundaries that you set within your relationship if you do not respect yourself, know yourself, and love yourself. If you do not accord yourself with the same care you desire from others, then you will not be shown care. Wait a minute. I'm going to push you into a dark corner. I'm kidding. If you do not honor your own truths and dreams, then nobody else will. Give me a minute, please. Honor yourself by treating yourself with the same care and in the same manner that energy will come back to you. If you treat yourself with the same care that you treat with your, whatever you put out, you're going to get back. So you need to put a boundary around yourself. There's a lot of things going on at this time, and a lot of, use your discernment with things that are coming up on your life too. So you are seeing a situation accurately within your own point of view. Horus is coming into this perspective. You need to honor life cycles as they are for Earth, for how she is. The butterflies, dragons, and Horus is coming up. So, and respect the boundaries that are around you. Maybe a 6 foot different distance from other people's, is good for you. So you can clear your energy a little bit more. Maybe this is a time for you to actually step in your own cleansing of your own self. Turn off your phone so they don't track you, all the things that they've been saying and all the things. But you need to honor yourself for who you are. Gear into your own self, meditate, and find who you are. And, everything will come back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Des. You got to get a haircut, you damn hippie. I'm kidding. It's getting long. It's growing quickly. Yeah. Yeah.
I know. I love it. Everybody's like, oh my God, your hair grows longer than mine. I was like, well, I just put a lot of energy towards it.
Yeah.
Healing is the number one thing. If your hair is dead, there's a part of your body that needs to be cleansed because you're what?
What?
I don't know how you guys do it with kids. God. My mom, when she was younger, or she had us three. So me and my twin sisters. And she's like, I did it with you three. You could do it with one. And I'm like, man, whoever had a lot of kids, I praise you. Because this one is my lifesaver.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing those cards. And it's awesome how they always seem to tie in with everything that we've been talking about. It's good stuff. While Des was doing that, I also drew one card from the Deborah Blake Everyday Witch Tarot. And it was the Ace of Pentacles. So, we're looking at, new money, new jobs. And I'm thinking, well, maybe new money, gold-backed currency, and maybe new jobs as light workers. Maybe our jobs are being redefined as light workers. So just something to think about, a little food for thought. What's up, Matthew? You running late?
Yeah, how are you guys?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I have a problem with my Patreon. I think I did not update my debit card information.
Okay.
So
okay.
That's why I'm running a little late, but
that's okay. Yeah. You're still welcome tomorrow night or Wednesday night. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Gary, what's going on, brother?
Hey, everybody. How you doing? I just
Good.
wanted to chip in. I heard you say something about your high school mascot was a Yellow Jacket.
High school, yeah.
Guess what?
Yours?
So was mine. Inslee High School Yellow Jackets, class of 75. We rock. Anyway, also my college, I went to University of Alabama at Birmingham, and our mascot, guess what that is? It's
the dragon.
We're called the Blazers, and it's a green dragon.
Okay. All right.
So, wow. I mean, man, this is kind of wow.
Yellow Jackets and dragons.
Yeah, we're like doing dragons and things here. It's like synchronicity, Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. But no, I just wanted to, say hi, everybody. Unfortunately, I had to empty out a storage room today at last minute notice to avoid paying a bill. And, I still sometimes think I'm 25 and indestructible. I'm not. I hired guys to help me, and they did most of the heavy stuff. And I mean, just opening boxes and lifting. I'm like,
yep,
I'm ready for, I'm going to be calling it a night here pretty soon. But anyway, I just wanted to say hi, everybody. And, I knew the Schumann Resonance must have been off the charts Sunday night, because I was just like bouncing off the walls. One minute I'd be tired, and the next thing my eyes would pop open, and I just, so yeah, it's amazing. And,
How was your reading with Allie?
Well, unfortunately, I missed it because of that storage room thing. So
Oh,
I'm just going to have to rebook because, yeah, oh man, I was looking forward to it so much too. Because I mean, she's phenomenal. The way she can just,
yeah.
I mean, you tell she's touched by source with what she does. Really, definitely. And talk about a big heart, just giving away free readings like that. I mean, what an awesome lady you have found yourself, Gregg. I'm proud for you, man. I'm happy too, I really am.
Yeah, I'm really proud of her.
She's an earth angel, man. So anyway, I'm good. I'm just looking forward to the week ahead, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna kind of keep my head down. I'm talking about the mask and stuff. If I'm not mistaken, it has to be a medical grade mask to actually prevent a virus from passing through. I mean, like just wearing a piece of cloth, like a t-shirt, it doesn't do anything. It's just like all you're doing is you're trapping, like Spiritborn said, you're just trapping your air, not really recirculating air. And I thought it was interesting that studies have shown that sunlight kills the virus in about 5 minutes, and deep breathing exercises help defeat things like upper respiratory infections and pneumonia. So what did they tell us? What do they tell us to do? Stay inside and don't breathe. Go figure. Anyway,
Allie is saying on the YouTube chat, thank you. We can rebook, no problem. So there you have it.
I was hoping so, but I mean, if it's an issue, it's no big deal. I mean,
she's really cool.
I have been really enjoying her free readings, and I felt like I needed to, book one just to gift her for what she's gifted all of us with, So
that's awesome. Appreciate that.
But you guys, man, you guys rock. And pardon me if I'm just going to kind of sit here and listen for a while because I just ate and I'm getting drowsy now.
All right. All good, bro.
But love and light to everybody, man. I love you guys. You're my family. And, we're all in this together. And I'm so glad we have all come together. That's all I got. That's cool.
Come together.
Yep.
Right now. Over me.
Well, not over me, just over the world, Come together over the world,
don't make me get my guitar. I'll play
that. No. Hey. Oh, darn.
Yeah, right.
Well, when you guys are talking about dragons, for high school, I live in Pekin, Illinois, and we're called the Pekin Dragons. It's a big red dragon. And before, when Pekin was found, it used to be called the Pekin Chinks. Then they changed it to Pekin Dragons.
That's kind of an upgrade, isn't it?
I would say so. Yeah.
It's strange, but yeah, dragon energy is definitely coming through tonight.
It's amazing how it's just all these synchronicities going on, that just seem to really touch you personally. And you go, wow, this all can't be a coincidence. Something's really going on here. So, I'm excited about what's next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I don't, y'all chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to sit here and listen and just groove on all the energy and, digging in all the unconditional love in this room. So
it's all good.
Well, I did want to say one thing on Desiree's reading.
Yes.
It really occurred to me. I've lost an eye, or Horace lost an eye. That might be another god I could relate real well with.
Maybe they'll rename it. Instead of the Eye of Horus, they'll call it the Eye of Phil.
Phil.
No.
You guys.
I'm just a wizard. I'm not going to be that guy. No. I just want to channel him. That's all.
Yes. I like the etymology though of horizon came from Horus. Horus on the Horus is rising. Yeah. Or horizon. I learned that from Jordan Maxwell. Yeah. I should have him on here sometime. I think I've interviewed him 3 times. Fascinating. Love listening to Jordan. Although Jordan isn't he always says that the light at the end of the tunnel is a train. I disagree. I disagree. Yeah, no, it's the light at the end of the tunnel is us. We are that light. We are the ones we have been waiting for. That's the only thing I disagree with him on is the whole, he kind of.
Yeah, I've heard the dichotomy of that. whether it's a trap, right? Like it's the trap to make you reincarnate, potentially, come back to this, to all these people again, when instead of going to source. So it just depends on your perspective, I guess, right? Everything is a dichotomy if you make it.
Yeah, they say that there's the Syrian reincarnation system that we keep getting recycled into. But I don't know. I think after this incarnation, my goal is to challenge, if that's true.
It's over, right? Like that's why we're here. We're turning it into the fifth dimension. It's all over with. We're not having that cycle. We're removing dichotomies of duality, and we're going into the love.
That's exactly what I feel. But in the event that we don't, I'm going to be raising some hell.
I mean, that's the thing. It's a quantum reality. The problem is you have to realize there's no chance it won't happen. We're living it. We're going to make it happen. That's why we're all here together.
I agree, man. Dude, I've already seen the event. I felt it. I know what it's all about and how it feels and what's going to happen. So, yeah, I wouldn't have been shown that if it wasn't going to happen in our lifetimes, I think, and other people have seen it as well. They can explain it just as well as I can. We're here to witness and be part of something magnanimous. And I know that in my past lives, and I'm sure that this is a common theme amongst many of the people that are watching right now. When you've had past life regressions, you might notice this common theme going on, that you're always here at the end of major epochs. Like for myself, it was at the end of Atlantis. It was also during the Spanish Inquisition. Here we are now, flash forward to where we are right here at the end of this 26,000 year cycle. We're here to witness and to be part of something magnanimous, something huge. And many of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You've all been through these major cycles at the end of these major cycles. That's why we're all here right now.
Yeah.
Our family together.
So like I definitely got on today because I did get a download this weekend and it was really powerful and I wanted to share it.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
So I've been working on the love bomb and the idea of how we could create that. And I've been working on a lot of time dilution and like opening up the portals, of time to change my future and things like that. And also release DMT. So I found recently when I meditated about my grandmother that I talked about in the first time I came on here that passed, I remembered her and honored her, right? And started meditating on all the beautiful memories and released like DMT in my body off of the amazing joy that I created by thinking and bringing those memories to my present. So with that being said, it taught me a lesson. So I think that I have this meditation that I think that would be really awesome to attempt. I haven't done it yet, so it'd be really great to try it with you guys. But I want to kind of set a pretext of how it will work, and then we can do it. So you do something similar to what I just said, right? So you think about your happiest joy, and then bring it to this moment and really experience it. Feel it, remember exactly what it was like. And then bring that joy and love and feeling and honor yourself, honor your water body, honor your philosopher's stone, honor your soul, right? And then once that happens, then you meditate about the future you want, how do you want the world to look, how you want to see your future be, and then you project that emotion and feeling of joy to that moment. And that's it. And then you come back. So I think with that meditation, we can change the world together by using our own love and our own embodiment of joy. And by loving ourselves in the present moment, we can teach our own bodies that that's the moment we need to live in and create that moment. And using quantum mechanics, we can make those quantum jumps and make our philosopher's stone jump to those quantum changes and to that new reality that we all are thinking about, that we're creating all together tonight. And we've been creating, right? Because we've all been co-creating this as a consciousness for a very long time. And that's kind of what you were talking about. Like, we've done this in many other lifetimes, and we're coming back here together to do it for one real big, powerful time all together. I mean, that's why there's so many souls here, right? Is because we've all tried so many times, and now we're finally here to do it all together and not fail, and finally feel that those fears were all unreal. They were just because there just wasn't the magnitude to make it happen.
I think that's great. I love that idea. And to envision that joy in the future while you're in the present brings that into the present moment. So in essence, you're bringing that 5D Earth into 3D reality. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Thank you for letting me share that. I mean, if we want to do that later or whatever, I just I wanted to share that because I thought it was very powerful.
Well, while you were talking about that, I drew a card. It's the Two of Wands. What do I do now? Basically, planting the seeds right now. Why don't you do it? Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Everybody, just get in a relaxing position and close your eyes, maybe, or whatever you do to kind of get in your meditative state. Give a couple seconds for that. If you can just start thinking about the most happiest moments of your life, the things that created the most bliss in your life. Feel the joy in your heart. Let that joy just radiate through your chakras, up and down. You can feel through the body. Let all your essence feel the joy. Start feeling that and loving yourself and letting yourself know that everything is the love that you are. And this is more the natural state that you remember. Remember your true self, the beautiful soul that you are, the divine being, the image of yourself that you hold so dear. It's your divine uniqueness. Show so much gratitude and love for yourself. Fill yourself with the light and the love and the feeling that you have. Now begin to believe and feel and own and be the future you want for yourself as a divine, unique being. Now bring it back to yourself and begin to love yourself, and remember that it's all happened. You've been there. You've been before, and you are now. And all it is unfailing love and a consciousness that has no duality, that doesn't wonder about fear or the past or what if. It just knows. And it's always there and always has been, just a part of you where you connect and remember what you're here to do, what light you're here to hold, and the beautiful consciousness of co-creation we all are. You gotta let yourself come back if you'd like, but I don't know, I was pretty deep, so appreciate everybody.
To bring you back.
That was really awesome. You know what I might do with that, Michael, is just separate that part out from this chat and upload that as a meditation to the channel.
Nope.
And then people can play that anytime they want, with your permission.
I'd be honored.
Yeah.
It's what I'm here to do. I mean, you've been calling me for a long time, man. I just had to step up to my divine self and be here.
Well, you rocked it on that count, definitely. Good job. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. Getting lots of great comments too in YouTube. Pat, wow, thank you. Carolyn, I love that so much. Crypnosis, fantastic. Carolyn, thank you. So yeah, Heather Webb gave you a bunch of namaste. So yeah, definitely people dug it. So thank you.
So I've got a card here. Let's
You got there,
see.
Phil?
Green golden dragon from Sirius. Knowledge, your spiritual pathway. Be a transmitter. Learn about spiritual technology. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. So the golden green dragon is from Sirius is asking us to be a transmitter of the sacred knowledge that we have, which Michael did a really good job of doing right there. I'm just going to say.
So I love that. That's so ideal. I can't believe we were just talking about that. One that I've had that energy too, personally, the dragon energy, and people are all scared of it, and it's a very old energy. So people are scared because it's so old and it's so wise. But what it's talking about is what I was mentioning, right? We're all the water bodies of the Philosopher's Stone. We all use our own, we can all connect and bring that to. We just have to remember how.
Right. Well, and people have to know that they can create that Philosopher's Stone through meditation and work on the matter Niagara.
I mean, here's the thing, they don't. That's what I believe. Like, here's the thing. With your divine creativity, you're doing it. You don't have to actually know. You do it automatically. Kids do it. We just have to remember we're allowed to.
Okay. I'm old school. Sorry.
Real quick, Phil, in the YouTube chat, Heather Webb is saying, Phil, if you read comments, want to say hi and thank you for always being a bright light.
Namaste. Much love.
And to what both of you guys were saying, I've mentioned this a couple times here on In5D, but it seems like when we're getting those deja vu kind of moments, it's as if we're look at Matthew blowing the smoke out of his nose like a dragon. But when we get those deja vu moments, it's almost as though we're not just remembering, but remembering that we've done this before. We've been, I can't tell you how many times that happens to me throughout the day. Something will happen that is just so synchronistic. Perhaps I saw it in a dream or a vision or something where it's like this deja vu moment, or the numbers just line up synchronistically. And you're like, wow, I've been here. I've done this before. I'm just remembering what I've been doing. Remembering. That's what it feels like. We've done this before. We've already won. We've already made it to 5D. We're just remembering it right now. We're getting our memory back.
Right. Yeah. I did a QHT session. First part was a fire elemental, so kind of like a dragon, green dragon kind of creature. And the second one was a lifetime on a purple planet, I'm going to say, of that vibration. And I ascended on that planet through my voice, through singing.
Really?
Yeah. And
you remember what song you sang?
Well, it was
it like toning or?
Yeah, it was a light language. I mean, I doubt I could do the exact thing. I've got a copy of it through the session. I just haven't.
Oh, that's cool.
I have to share that.
You should. Well, if I were you, this is what I would do. I would take that and I would loop it and play it over and over. I'd play it at night when I go to bed, and just loop it somehow into like an hour kind of session. Yeah. And just keep playing it over and over and over and over.
I might do that. It was but I mean, I don't know what the hell I was saying. I mean, I have no idea. So that's I'm always a little cautious about doing stuff like that at night, because that really programs you really quickly. So, but I'll give it a shot. What the heck? I might come back with more cities or powers. So, hey.
Exactly. Hell yeah. See, I'm waiting for one of us to, figure out what's going on with all these codons in our DNA that are shut off, and all it takes is that one person, and then you got the, was it the 99 monkey effect, or what was that called?
Right. It's a
100th monkey effect.
100 monkey effect.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's the way I see it. If I'm that person, well, I've documented it all the way through, and there's video, there's articles. If I just disappear into the fifth, you know how to find me. but I hope that one of us is able to do that and turn on all the codons in our DNA and just, I've always said, there's two things I'm going to do. I don't know in what order I'm going to do it, because I can do them both in less than a minute. But I'm going to lay my hands down on Mother Earth and heal our air, water, and food supply. And then I'll hook up my higher self up with every other person on this planet, their higher self. And if they want healing, they can be completely healed as well from anything. And that could all be done in less than a minute. So if anyone's listening and you're working on your DNA and you're the one that is able to do that, consider doing those two things first, and then whatever you're going to do afterwards. But yeah, heal the planet and heal everyone on it if you can.
Well, I'm trying to do that already, man.
Yeah, we all are in our own ways, I think, you know?
Right. You know, that's right. Anybody that's trying to hold the light, they're doing it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, and another thing I've heard that any one of us that are here on this planet now, actually, it was a seventh dimensional creature that they didn't let anybody come in for this last little bit that wasn't at least that high. Now,
Wow.
are we all activated to that level? Hell no, I'm not even activated to that level. I'm still struggling to get back to fifth, even though I've ascended one time, you know. I don't know how long ago that was, though, so that's the trick.
So did we come here because Earth, like Dolores Cannon said, put out that call that she needed help, and it went throughout the dimensions basically, and then people volunteered from numerous dimensions. So
no, when Dolores said that, it rang true with me. I mean, it rang like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, now I remember. I volunteered for this crap. Damn it.
Yep. Yeah. Volunteer souls. Yeah, the 3 waves of volunteer souls. Thank you, Mary, for the super chat. Appreciate that. Claudette is saying that Gregg, Laura Eisenhower talks a lot about the extra DNA. I know that, you know, there's something going on where our DNA is going to expand, it's in the process of expanding right now. We're going through that. That was shown to me in a dream where I was standing in the foundation of a home being built, straddling a ladder. My foot was on one ladder on the right and one ladder on the left, and there was a ladder in the middle. The ladder represents DNA. So in this dream, the house, or if you're in a house or if you're in a car, the house and or car is you. So that's the foundation of the new earth being built. And I was shown those 3 ladders, 3 strands of DNA. Of course, I couldn't envision myself straddling 12 strands, but that's what we're looking at, is at least 12 strands of DNA. So I couldn't see myself straddling 12 ladders, but I've shown more than the 2 that we have. That's what I'm feeling. This is a dream for humanity where we are getting that DNA upgrade. It's happening. It's already in progress. So what you got there, Des? Is that a voodoo doll? What do you got?
No, you're talking about DNA. Just imagine yourself as, Marvel.
What is
Captain
that?
Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
The Marvel series, yeah.
Oh,
it's
gosh.
the girl who catches
I have no idea. God. No idea who that is.
She absorbed the tetrahedron. Was it tetrahedron? Or the one of the energy cubes when it was blown up from one of her spaceships in the movie, or one of her, when she was flying at that time. And she, absorbed the energy field, and she turned into, this beautiful, beam of light. And I'm a Marvel person when I can be, but because I'm scientific like that. I like watching outer space stuff, but the way she, uses her energy, it's beautiful. And she didn't know who she was, and she was conditioned, when she forgot who she was conditioned the whole time. And then once she remembered who she was, she turned into this huge, great beam of light, and she was so beautiful. So yeah, Captain Marvel.
That would be a great superpower, just to become a beam of light that could not be penetrated by any evil, right?
Right. This is what David Wilcock talking about in his ascension class, is coming into our body of light, which the Tibetans have done. And a lot of those masters over there, Tibetan masters, as they were getting to that stage, they could like put their hand into a rock or their foot.
Their foot, yeah, I've heard that.
Into the rock.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
So you can transmute anything when you get to that stage. Yeah, I'm eager.
Yeah. But I think we're going there and beyond, much beyond.
Right. But if we're moving up in density, which I think that might be a thing, then we're going to have to go to a lighter or
Light body? Like,
lighter body, light body, let's say.
have you seen that? I have an article about it. It's hidden in plain sight. It's basically based on that Star Trek episode Transfigurations. Have you seen that? It's
I've heard you talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing episode where, you know, this race of beings was about to evolve, but their leader was keeping them living in fear, preventing them from evolving. But this group of people ended up breaking away, and they did indeed evolve, and turned into light bodies. And that's the power of, you know, fear, of keeping us locked into that third dimensional vibration. Whereas if you can live in that vibration of love and keep raising your frequency, I think you can attain that and beyond.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, breath work, and that was I got that in a Corey Good his class that he's doing, an interview of a breath Aryan, one of those a breath teacher or meditator.
Mm-hmm.
And she talked about the fact that you can eliminate almost 80% of your toxins through your breath alone. So deep breathing, where you're filling the lungs and the belly up, and then emptying it all out. That's the best way you can. You're actually detoxing yourself.
That's interesting. Yeah. Tiffany was talking about that when she was when I had her on here, Tiffany Kiefer, about that deep breath. And then Katie was also talking about that, and you know, giving us the example of, you know, what to do, how to do that. And, you know, so it's something that we should do more often. Definitely.
Talk about
you should.
Synchronicities with the light body. I was just reading this article yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a real good article. Scientific evidence proves Buddhist monks can transform their physical bodies into pure light, and it covers everything, like you were talking about, Phil, with the handprints or the footprints into rock, and they actually turn into rainbow bodies, rainbow light bodies, you know, and their physical bodies after they die shrink down, and sometimes there's only just hair and fingernails left. So pretty amazing. I don't know if you want me to keep going or if you just want to get article from ancient code. So, okay, that's all.
So I was just looking up this because it reminded me of what you just showed me. And there is an article on In5D. This is how 160,000 people physically turned into light bodies. I'll leave a link for this in the more info section on the YouTube video. But yeah, it has happened, you know? And what's happening right now is this is going to be something on a much grander scale, with this ascension that is going on. When? Who knows? You know, if I were pressured to say anything, I would say it would be before or by the end of Pluto and Capricorn 2023. But I can't officially put a date on anything. I don't know. Don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna. Ellis and Co. Shared a BQHT session, and the person said 2021 for the. Well, basically, they talked about a bifurcation of the timeline. So there's the kind of the red negative timeline and the purple positive timeline, and that juncture comes in 2021.
Interesting. Yeah.
And we're going to go through some about 5 weeks of what you call the scream or the rage or something like that, based on the information that's going to be revealed. And then once that's over, that opening will come up, and we can hopefully we'll
Was
all
that on her most recent video?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't listened to that yet. I'm looking forward to it. So
Okay,
yeah.
I won't ruin it for you then.
No, that's okay. That was a great teaser. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, I was just like, so surprised when, when I made that prediction on New Year's Eve, and then she made the same prediction a few days later about, this year, what's going to be happening. So I trust her guidance and what's going on. Whatever she's getting, it seems to be pretty spot on with what I'm getting. And so there's a lot of confirmation going on. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, when she did that prediction back in March of, I think it was 2017. Actually, on that day, I did feel something. So and you talked about 3 waves. So I'm going to say that first wave came through then, and that a lot of people got activated right about that. Or I know of a few. I've heard of a few people actually on here who have said that. So I'm thinking. I'm not sure whether we've had that second wave that you're talking about yet, but yeah, I think the third one is going to be in 2021. I don't know if it'll make it all the way to November, but it's going to happen in 2021. I'm confident of that now. I'm getting a big yes from my higher self.
I think a lot of us are ready for it right now.
All those babies, getting prepared right now in the quarantine, going to be born in 2021.
Well, this is.
So yeah, Dolores Cannon talked about, the 3 waves.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And this is exactly what Jose Argoyes said, when he said we need to live without time. What day is today? A lot of people don't know. What's the date? Who knows? Because every day is just kind of like blending in with, every other day, so this is awesome. This is really helping us get to where we need to go. MK saying hi to everyone in YouTube, flight attendant, Des, Phil, me. Yeah. So MK saying, just so you guys know.
Well, Phil, have you made any more pyramids to help grid?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you made any more pyramids to help grid?
Yeah. Hold on, I'll get one. Got one that I haven't packed yet. So grab it.
I currently got done creating one, and my dad gave me a whole bunch of those little streamer lights, and I experimented with one. I don't know if many of you are friends with me on Facebook, but I made Brandy her own, but I want to see Phil creating too, so it's helping.
So yeah, this is the new pattern that I'm coming out with. So we're starting off with brass up here, and then I end with copper on the bottom. I'm not sure. I guess the lighting isn't too good here. Let me see if I can fix that. See, there we go.
That's so cool.
Very nice.
And then I'm gonna make a big one like you made, Desi. And I've got a really big piece of lapis, the lapis geode with a piece of lapis about that big. And it's gonna be on one side with 3 flower of life on it. So I think it's gonna look pretty badass.
Yeah, I think between you and me, you know, on this channel that I know of, I don't know anybody else who's creating orgone. You know, getting the orgone out there to do ley lines, you know, the connect the ley lines and everything. So, and I've got the 2 major cities where I live right, you know, I've lived, you know, down except for Peoria, Illinois. I need to get that down because their energy is like, woo. But, I think, well, you know, I really like your work. It's turned out pretty nice. So, and
You guys got
helped
both
me
coasts
inspire
covered.
myself to keep going.
You guys
Yeah,
got
like
both
he's on the
coasts
other side
covered.
and I'm in the mid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, I'm trying to go worldwide, baby. And I so far I got one in England, one in Scotland, 3 in Australia, and one in New Zealand.
That's so cool.
So I got a couple other continents to get onto. But,
and has it been raining in those areas too?
Well, I don't know. It's raining. It's been raining like crazy here.
Because I've been doing studying upon it, and it creates a weather, you know, current, you know, like it starts raining, it turns chemtrails into a cumulus clouds, and therefore creates rain. So it's pretty cool. Where when I create a orgone piece, it starts raining. So I don't know if the synchronicities with you have come up, but it's just kind of cool for my perspective.
Yeah, no, you can program. That's one thing I would like to put out to anybody that's got one of my pyramids. You just set it outside and ask it to clear the chemtrails, and they'll disappear. They're just
must be doing a good job because I haven't seen a chemtrail in a while. Honestly, yeah.
Well, this one I made is being sent to Florida, so it's big. It's a big one.
Wow.
All right.
So, yeah, with Phil's idea, like, I totally understand what you're talking about. With, you know, I put copper on the top instead because I've been the energy. I guess we all have our different ways too, but you know, brass is right underneath copper, aluminum inside the copper, and then brass, and then you know, wood. You know, all those. But this one turns on, so.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, and because I saw you were putting a base on it, and I thought, wow, if you put a base on it and you drill some holes in there, you can put some LED lights in there and have it plug into it. Yeah, I was thinking about
Just some ideas for you, yeah. You know.
Show the bottom. How did you do that?
When it's curing and it's getting hard, the last layer that you put on, when it's almost hard, you just put that the base on, and it just cures with it. But the base has a mirror on top of it, so the energy that's coming through the wood is going through the mirror, and the mirror is magnifying it into more of a huge grid-like energy. I don't know if anybody's heard of Thomas Putman, but Atomic Creations. Yeah, he's personal friend, and he created the grids, and some of them have the grid-like patterns he put on it, and I'll put them on the bases so that they can magnify even more. But yeah,
that's a great idea.
Just an idea for you, Phil. You know, putting the bases on the bottom. I just didn't like the way the scuffing on the wood, you know, or anything, so I put the wood on the bottom, and it magnifies as a soft conductor too. So yeah, cool stuff.
Well, yeah,
I like hearing your perspective upon yours too. So
yeah, no, I like that idea. I'll look into it because yeah, I thought about that. I also thought about the idea of when I saw that base of drilling some holes or you know cutting some grooves in it and laying in some tubing and running water, a water current through the bottom of that pyramid. It'd be just like the Great Pyramid and it would probably, you would actually see energy coming off the top of it.
That's so cool how you're getting downloads like that too. Yeah, that's great, man. I like that idea. Yeah, that's cool. You should do it. It's like a little water generator, and it helps purify the water too.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could use it for in concert with a water feature. So using pumping the water through here and then up into a fountain, or where the water comes down across rocks. I mean, because that sound is that white noise there is really healing. I mean, very healing.
Yeah,
So,
just imagine, when you create the pyramid and it starts raining, turning the chemtrails into a more purifying rain, cumulus energy, the rain starts falling, and you have those holes on your base, since you're on the mountaintop, so, we're in that area, you put it on the ground, that water flows through with the water raining at the same time. That's spectacular. That's a great idea for you, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. And imagine if you put it'd be like a little generator on the inside if you put a little fan on it and then hook some piping to it to where you can create a natural current of energy.
Yeah.
My Tesla's going in my brain. Yeah, all these things are kind of cool. I'll pick your brain. I'm okay with that.
Hey,
much love. I'm happy to see you're working on yours.
Oh yeah, no, I'm after that reading with Allie, I'm not going to quit. No.
So I was asking, I was mentioning how no one knows what day it is today, and I looked up on the YouTube chat, and Pat S says today's Friday, right? Honestly, I had to look.
It's Monday. I know it's Monday because today Mercury conjuncts the sun. Because I was looking at that and I was thinking, how is this communications going to be amplified here? And I think I've seen it.
I had to look on my computer. I had no idea. I'm like, is it Friday? Really? No idea. Clueless. I don't know. Could be. Maybe not. It's Moon Day, though. Today is Moon Day. Yes.
It's now is what it is. It's now.
It is now. Yes. Pat said 2014. No, we're not going back in time. So.
Oh, that was one other thing that David talked about in his last class, because he was talking about the solar flash.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like trying to reclaim his, because he made this claim that was going to happen back in 2012, right? Well, it turns out that there was a solar flash. It just wasn't in our star system. It was in Proxima Centauri. So in the Centauri star system, which is about 4 light years away, that happened in 2012. So it was just off the sun. That's basically what he was saying.
But that didn't happen to us the way that many of us have been seeing it. So.
Right, but it did happen to the sun next door.
Mm-hmm. So
I've heard that we were protected by the Spear Being Alliance. Otherwise, that would have happened on 2012, and it would not have been good for a whole lot of people. I mean, there are way more people awake and aware right now than there were at 2012, I'm going to say.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah. The awakening has been exponential compared to what it was, 8 years ago? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we got to keep pulling for to win the game.
In retrospect, I think many of us will not mind being here for the additional, however long it is, 8, 10, 12 years, whatever it ends up being, because this is our last shot. at the third dimensional reality, you know, and we're going to look back fondly at these days. You know, it's like, you know, some of the best advice I ever got for being a parent was don't look forward to all the milestones because they're going to come and go and you're going to miss everything that's in between. So enjoy the stuff that's in between, like these spirit chats and what we can do to help humanity, you know? And that's the bottom line. So I think that's a good spot to leave off on too, you know? Let's wrap it up at that point. I want to thank everyone for joining us here on Zoom as well as on YouTube. You guys are amazing. You guys are what make this show what it is. It's spirit chat. It's family. It's bringing Star Family together. And I really, truly enjoy everyone's point of view. And everyone's got amazing stories. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to join in, jump in. You're family too. You know, don't be afraid. You can do this. Look at everybody that's here. You know, that we all broke that ice at some point and we've spoken and here we are. So just want to tell you all, I love you all very much. And you guys are what make the show. Thank you for joining us. I'm sending you all infinite love and light. Till the next time, this is Gregg from In5D. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, everybody.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Greg.
On
Be
the
safe.
stage.
Namaste.